or any sort of updates. Just, yeah, trying to... I just want to show you guys StarCraft. You know, I don't want to have things delayed at all. I just want to, you know, instead of risking downtime, maybe getting an even feature and then maybe not ending up with anything, we'll jump into this one instead, as we do have, to the bottom right-hand side, our red Zerg player. This is Scarlett. Up against our blue Protoss in the top left-hand side, GunGFuBanDa. Alright guys, you're going to have to excuse me for just a couple of moments because I have to take a couple of paracetamol and ibuprofen because my tooth is starting to act up again. So let me take a couple of these before this game really kicks off. Apologies. I meant to do this in the break, but then the break didn't last very long. One of your fillings just fell out. Yeah, man, I don't have any fillings, but I get the feeling that by Tuesday night I might. I don't know what's wrong with my tooth, but it woke me up at like 5 AM this morning, and it's been killing me all day. I went to my dentist. They were like, "Well, you know, if you wanted an appointment today, you should have booked it before today." And I was like, "Well, yeah, but my tooth wasn't falling out last week." And they're like, "Well, I mean, what can we say?" So turns out that my dentist didn't have any appointments, so now I've got to wait till Tuesday with a painful tooth, which kind of sucks. Alright, kicking this off, getting this going. And the start of Thunderbird, GunGFuBanDa versus Scarlett. GunGFu has already lost to Scarlett once today, I believe in a 2-1 series, but I'm just going to double check that one before I commit to it. No, Scarlett won 2-0 against GunGFuBanDa the first time around. They played actually on Thunderbird in their first map of that series as well. So obviously we didn't get to see that, so let's hope that we get a good series between them this time around. Again, I believe as well, Knockout Round 5 is probably going to start. I don't know if Knockout Round 5 will be saved for after this, or if it'll start already. I'm kind of hoping it'll start after this, so we can get an extra series in, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, let's talk about this game, because the Stalker is out and is already poking down the Overlord, as Scarlett does get to scout the Robo facility here in the main base. See that gateway dropping down to finish this wall off. So actually an interesting wall from GunGFu. Fully walls the ramp rather than walling this little kind of area here. That does mean he's got a pylon in the wall, but it does mean he's kind of walled all 3 bases rather than giving access up this ramp to the right hand side to move over there. What's up, Mr. Googly Pants? Thank you so much for the 3-month resub. Much appreciation for the 3 months. Do appreciate the support. Scarlett is dropping down a lair, so she is getting ready to be a bit aggressive here. There's the Warp Prism opening. That's a hallucinated Warp Prism. We see the real Warp Prism. I just clicked on the... How about that? Do you see this, guys? If you click on the unit, the Warp Prism unit, it actually takes you to a hallucinated Warp Prism. Gee, guys, that's pretty sick, right? It's confusing the game. It's like, it's trying to say, psst, Protoss is so smart we can even fool the observers. Hallucination into the back of the main. The Queens are going to get some damage onto it. This is going to drag units over towards the main, of course. Well, maybe not for long, because now it's going to vanish, so it is just revealed as a hallucination. Real Warp Prism on this left-hand side into a double Stargate follow-up. So 2 Stargates on the way up now in the main. A couple of Phoenix are going to get started here, as we have a circle circling from Scarlett through the center of the map. Things are going to be able to grab themselves the 2 Adepts, so it's a very good pickup right there. Again, there's Warp Prism continuing to come back up towards the top, and Immortal inside of it, looking to see what it can achieve. Bunch more roaches being added into play right now for Scarlett as well, so getting those set up and ready to go, as we do have 2 extra Phoenix being brought into play also from GunGFuBanDa, so bringing up a couple more Phoenix, and again getting all of this ready to roll. We do have 4 Phoenix in total right now. Again, with double Stargate, it's going to be hidden for quite a while, so you can build up to 6 or so Phoenix before you reveal these. Then when they first show up, they'll get quite a lot of damage done pretty much right away. Oh my god, that War Prism nearly dies over here. Nearly a great pickup from Scarlett, of course. If GunGfu had lost that, that would have been extremely painful. What's up, Aurora? Thank you so much for the $15 donation as we see this War Prism returning. It says, hope you get better soon, Wardy, and thanks for the cast today. Always enjoyed hanging out in your stream. Thank you so much for the $15, dude. Thank you for the kind words as well. Glad you enjoyed hanging out as Scarlett's Overseer will reveal the Phoenix. She was already set up onto a Hydra Den, though, so she'll be pretty happy about that. Just going to start setting up secondary Spore Crawlers. And actually repositioning this Spore. Needs to just borrow that to try and help defend and deflect. Thank you so much for the $15. Giving some love in the chat. You guys have been extremely generous with the donations today, so thank you so much for I do appreciate it. If you have Hydra's actually going to get rid of the first Phoenix pretty quickly. I feel like this is going to be 2 dead Phoenix. Well, this was not a good start from GunGFuBanDa, losing a lot more than I think he would have wanted to. Another Robo Facility finishes up on the natural expansion, the Twilight Council. Going to be finishing up in a moment as well. Blink on the way, going to start Chrono boosting. 2 more Mortals coming in, the Nidus network will start up as well, so getting the Nidus set up and ready to go. Again, a few more drones coming up. Some extra Overlords as well. And again, some extra Hydras still also just on the way in here. There's 4 extra gates coming down in the main. Obviously, this is getting pretty aggressive from Scarlett. As the Nidus finishes, she'll be able to send a lot of Hydras across the map. It's going to be very good at nullifying the effectiveness of the Phoenix. I wonder, okay, with this Nidus right here, do you think she just sends a few Overlord drones out? I mean, she obviously can mine one way through, but does she send multiple drones to mine out more of a space for her to move through? She has unloaded actually most of her army back at home, because I think she wanted to deal with this incoming attack of GunGfu, which actually moves on to creep over here. GunGfu heard the Nidus, but never really did anything about it, just starts to pull back. Man, I haven't been keeping good track of those Phoenix, but another one of them went down, so not many left. Anyways, the units are going to start pouring out. Again, it's a little bit choked up over here, but as long as you can survive until this Nidus is up, you can put the units back in and pop them out on the other side. That's exactly what Scarlett's going to do, and then that force field doesn't really matter too much. Although a lot of the Hydra's still kind of stuck in the back. And some model on the right-hand side actually is going to be pretty effective at picking off that first Nidus. It's going to go down, though, and obviously no Warp Prism nearby to protect it. The Warp Prism's pretty low as well, and with so many Hydras in play, GunGfu has to be super careful because it's only going to take an instant. If that Warp Prism has a Mortal's Micron inside and the Hydra's targeted down, well, that's going to be extremely painful. Scarlett does try to click on the Warp Prism there for a moment, but doesn't quite manage to get the kill. Not sure if it matters. She just streams out of this Nidus. She has so many units, and well, now the Prism goes down. That means those Immortals are pretty much guaranteed to die, and wow. Scarlett just with a deadly push across the map. That's GG. Scarlett will pick up game number 1. There we go. Okay, to the bottom right-hand side, our red Zerg player. Up 1-0 in this best of 3. We have got Scarlett. Up against the blue Protoss in the top left. It is GunGFuBanDa. He is opening with a Forge here, so GunGfu is the one who's going to look to be opening a little bit aggressively. Scarlett with the drone across the map, however, obviously looking for perhaps a hatch block. That's not going to matter a lot when there's a Forge on the way. Time's coming up to the side here. Scarlett has an inkling about it, sends the Overlord over, and we'll see the pylons. Triple pylon coming in, and that is going to keep this probe safe in this little corner. thing is, the cannons over here can't do much, so I'm intrigued as to what the overall plan is for GunGfu. I mean, they can't reach very much, right? And so that's kind of what I'm intrigued about. So it looks like he's just going to hold this position as a way to get the gateway set up. The thing is, though, I mean, the cannons aren't even going to be that far forward, so Scarlett can just set up kind of spine crawlers like over here, and then they should be able to pick away at the cannons quite easily. Scarlett will commit to the proxy hatch, because having a hatch anywhere on the map is very useful in this scenario. Even just for the extra lava to bring even just lings running back home can help. They also will, of course, in this scenario, allow her to maybe apply some pressure up that ramp as well. GunGfu moving down will see this hatchery. Scarlett, she goes into a roach run, which she will do right away. And that's the big issue across the map for GunGfu, because if a bunch of roaches are going to be able to pop out, one cannon is not necessarily going to save the day. Spine crawler starts up to the top side, going to be seeing another cannon being built. There's a second spine. What is this cannon rush accomplishing? It's creating a position to attack with immortals after, right? Like, I think as the Cybercore finishes, you have to build a robo over here. I think you absolutely have to build a robo over here. Again, Roach is on the way out at the moment. Going to be seeing more cannons being set up. This first spine finish is going to be tough to find a position that can hit the cannon without getting hit back itself. No robo. I'm very surprised. Just a stalker on the way out. I'm extremely surprised about the lack of a robo. First Ravager across the map. 2 Ravagers now going to start picking away at this pylon already. I mean, this is really bad for GunGfu because he's going to lose power to this cannon for a while before the shield battery's online even. So now Scarlett can move up this ramp and get rid of the cannon, and then obviously the shield battery doesn't really matter over here. Oh my god, this is actually real bad. Oh, it comes back online, corrosive biles, and it will go down with the biles. Now the Ravager's just going to sit tight, and they can't actually fit through that gap, I don't think. So they're having a little bit of trouble across the map. Spine is poking away at this Stalker. Yeah, just making more Stalkers. I'm not really sure how this is really intended to go. It doesn't feel like it's working at the moment. Just these 2 Ravagers picking their way through the cybernetics core. Another shield battery going to come down. And there's the 2 corrosive biles once again. Boom, nice cancel. Another couple of biles. Pylon taking some more damage. I just don't understand what exactly is GunGFuBanDa trying to achieve on the other side of the map, right? I mean, I just don't see what's happening. Scarlett's even got a couple of drones on this hatchery. I mean, she comes up this ramp as a corrosive biles to cancel another cannon. The Stalkers are doing okay, you know, let's be fair. Credit where it's due. But again, just nothing's being done over here, and eventually Scarlett should just break this down. She's about to kill the Forge, so no more cannons can be made. Love this Queen leading the charge up the ramp, because the 2 Stalkers themselves are obviously not that great against Queens. Queens are just a little bit tankier than these Ravagers. Probes being pulled into this, and we're going to see a couple of them going down, make that 3. Another couple of biles, and the cannon is very close to dropping, and that's the last cannon again. The Forge has been killed. I just don't understand what on earth the point of this was, just to keep Scarlett on one base. I mean, you're on one base yourself. It's actually crazy. 2 probes down as the Ravagers go up. I mean, there's again the biles that will get rid of the photon cannon. 2 more shield batteries coming up in this main, but how much longer can you survive? Corrosive biles, that's going to be one, again, cancelled shield battery just instantly there. Can't really do too much else. Extra probes going to start pulling into this here. More biles, another shield battery going to die. The Queens are going down, but I mean, the Ravagers obviously just killing off all of the probes, and GunGFuBanDa, again, I'm not going to lie, I just couldn't really see what he was going for in this. Scarlett is going to win and go through her group in 2nd place to the round of 24. Congrats to her. As we do see again, those Ravagers pushing those Stalkers away. That's GG.